Hello everybody, welcome back. So let's have a look at Matic then, shall we? So just very briefly, because there's not a great deal to say about it at the moment, because the whole market's being dictated by Bitcoin, and Bitcoin doesn't know what it wants to do, but I believe over time it's likely to come back down again into the 8,000s and perhaps lower. I know that's a really unpopular thing to say right now, but I've never been a fashionable type person, so I'm just putting it out there that let's not get fooled. That doesn't mean that it's not going to go to 10,000 first, but it could quite easily, do that, but come back down into the 8,000s and maybe lower. Anyway, I've made a video about that. If you're interested in watching that, just go and watch that. But let's have a look at Matic then, shall we? So bear in mind, like I say, with Bitcoin dictating the way that things are going, Matic is still struggling. It's going to continue to struggle until the market picks itself back up off its feet, which it might not be doing until next year. Now, the one thing I can say about Matic is that we're at a level now, and this level that we're at currently is a level that has proved to be a bit of an ongoing support level for us. You can call it an accumulation level, and we're tailing off on that now, basically making sort of dips and tests into the levels, but we're not actually sort of ricocheting off this level at all. In fact, it looks to me as though it wants to break down, unfortunately, from this level. But I could be wrong. I could be wrong completely. But when we're looking at it on this this tether pairing, it looks like it's bouncing, and then it's going to break back down again. And when it breaks back down, it could quite easily come back down to the 1 cent level. So, is it a good time to buy? Is it a good time to sell? I'm an accumulator of not many coins. There's only a handful that I accumulate: Matic, Ethereum, and Bitcoin. Regardless of the prices that they're at, I trade Bitcoin and I accumulate Matic and Ethereum. I've got high hopes for those guys over the next few years, but realistically, this level that we're at right now looks to me like it's more likely to break down than it is to break up. However, Matic is very unpredictable, extremely hard to trade, which is why I accumulate it more than I would trade it. There is a chance that we could bounce from here. Absolutely, there is a chance that we could bounce from here, especially if Bitcoin decides it wants to go to 10,000 again and beyond. Because, like I say, even though I am bearish on Bitcoin over the long term, there is a chance that Bitcoin will make that push up to 10,000 and maybe even 11,000, and that will definitely take its toll on Matic's Satoshi values. But what it would also do is, for its tether value, it's very likely to lift it up. Now, where will it lift it up to? If Bitcoin went to 11,000 or higher, it's probably going to take the market with it, and we could find ourselves getting back up to 1.7 cent again. Could quite easily find that. The important place for Matic to get to, and this is the level which would be the be all and end all. We need to get to this level here, which is 2.7 cent. If we can get to 2.7 cent and break above it, that's when we will have enormous gains take place again with Matic. 2.7 cent is the magic number. That will create not just a big wick like this afterwards. If we can break above there and stay above there, that is going to be the beginning of Matic's new trend, and that would be a bullish trend, and it would be a very, very, very good bullish trend. But we're way below there at the moment, and we're actually sort of struggling constantly, sort of finding our way on this level. And the thing is, like I say, we are on this definitive level here, this level being basically 1.3 cent, 1.3, almost basically half the value of where we need to be at that 2.7 cent area. The 2.7 cent area is, like I say, the magic number. That will be the time that Matic really starts to rocket, and we're basically halfway there, which is a long way away when we're talking about a chart that looks like this. Now, we will definitely get to this level at some point, and like I say, if you want to accumulate Matic, and I'm not a financial advisor, so it isn't financial advice, but if you want to accumulate Matic in the short term, anywhere beneath here would be amazing in the long run, because the long run will, I'm telling you, when the long run kicks in, and we get above this level, we will start to see the price of Matic begin to double. Quite quickly after this, we'll be back up to our previous highs and beyond. We'll probably be making our way quite quickly, actually, to areas of around about 8 to 10 cents. but only once we've naturally broken above this level with candle body closes, at least on daily charts. So back here you'll be thinking, oh, if only I bought it back at this level. Yeah, think about that, because like I say, when it starts to double from this level here, that 27 cent, and that doubles, and then that doubles, and then that doubles, you'll be doubling your doubles. You'll be quadrupling if you'd have bought it down here. But again, at the same time, it's a very dangerous level to buy in the short term, because it could quite easily, and it does look to me like it wants to break down from here and come back down to the 1 cent area. But again, we are at the mercy of Bitcoin. We're at the mercy of the market. Matic doesn't have that kind of strength at the moment, and it's basically trending with the rest of the market. Whether the Coinbase announcement comes to fruition, that will certainly give it a pump, and it will probably have a dump as well. What we want to see is Matic organically move with the market when the market picks itself back up again, which it's hasn't quite done yet. And then this level here will start skyrocket move. Anyway, I'll leave it with you there. It's not very useful technical analysis, I do agree, but what I am saying essentially is short term, let's be careful, because we could quite easily break down from here and we'd lose about 25% of our value. But if we are accumulating at this level, which it doesn't look like accumulation, looks more like distribution, but if we were accumulating at this level here, this is where we have accumulated all the way down here. We bounced through it many times before we broke down. It looks to me like a similar kind of pattern to me, and we probably will break down from it again and test that 1 cent level, unless of course the market picks up with Bitcoin, if Bitcoin decides to pick up right now. But again, my long-term analysis on Bitcoin is one of bearishness. As we look here on the daily, it looks great. Well, it doesn't look great at all, to be honest with you. It looks okay. But if we look here on the weekly, it doesn't look that great at all. What's going on with this chart? It doesn't look that great to me. I mean, look, again, it looks okay when you look at it, when you zoom out and see where it came from, but it's there's a few. You'll have to watch my video, but there's a few things to be concerned over when it comes to Bitcoin. But again, like I say, we could make that move up to 10 or even 11,000. Within the next 7 days, but it looks to me like it wants to come back down over time into the 8,000s and beyond. And Matic will not be able to escape such a move from Bitcoin. It will be punished by default, just through association. Its price will be punished, unfortunately, for Matic. Anyway, I'll leave it with you there. Thanks for watching. I hope you have a nice weekend, and take it easy.